I want to take this space to talk about what are some of the things that you need to be paying attention whenever you are completing final roofs. And in order to get into depth about this, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you something that occurred, a previous experience that occurred to me a few years ago. So we were finishing up this commercial roof. We were working with the manufacturer to give the roof a warranty. And when we were finishing the roof, I had my roofing subcontractor meet with my roofing manufacturer. We met at the site. We went over the whole entire roof. We made sure that everything was built to manufacturer specifications. We made sure that the manufacturer agreed that the roof was a complete roof, that it was built correctly, and that they were going to be able to do the warranty. Well, aside from a couple details here and there, we were able to do that. We were able to get that. So, what happened next? What happened next was that the city inspector came by and he felled the roof. Now, you might ask yourself, how can the manufacturer approve their own system, but the city inspector not approve it? Who would have the most experience if it's not the manufacturer, the subcontractor, and us, the person who built the roof? Well, the city inspector thought different and he didn't approve the roof. So now that became a big issue. Why did that become a big issue? Because we were literally able to tell the city inspector, hey, look, the manufacturer already approved it. Here's the warranty. However, as you may know, sometimes these inspectors, they feel in power, and that wasn't enough for them. So what did we have to do? We had to do the additional adjustments and fix the details that the city inspector wanted us to do at our own cost, or as you could say, cost also to the owner. So what is my advice to you? Whenever you are dealing with these multiple parties and you're completing a roof, make sure that all of these parties come together and everybody comes into a common agreement. I'll give you an example. You're finishing up a roof, make sure your client is out there, make sure your subcontractor is out there, make sure your manufacturer is out there. And if there's going to be a city inspection done, make sure that you coordinate the city inspector so everybody meets and everybody can make a common decision and come into common agreement. You don't want to visit with these parties at different times and these parties say different things. We are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, a very complex project going on. So you want to make sure that everybody's there, everybody's in agreement, and that'll save you a whole bunch of time. You also got to keep in mind that sometimes when you finish a roof, these people might actually hire a roof consultant who's going to come and opinionate on the work that you did. So that's why it's very important that you maintain all parties involved at all times. Hope this tip helps.